Hi there. Welcome to the second online webinar by the Association of Physiologists of Rajasthan. It is being organized by this state chapter of Indian Association of Physiologists of India, SOP, and the Department of Physiology, Gitanjali Medical College and Hospital, Udaipur. I hope you are enjoying the webinar series what we have started. And last session we had Professor Mrunal Phatak, and we had a beautiful session on the lifestyle medicine. Today we have Professor Dr. Dipti Magan. She will be talking about health augmentation with yoga, a holistic health pillar of lifestyle medicine. Good morning, Dr. Morgan. Welcome to
Morning,
the
sir.
show. Welcome to the show. And we are looking forward for your topic of health augmentation with yoga, a holistic health pillar of lifestyle medicine. So it is a continuation of the session we have initiated in the last session on lifestyle medicine. So the one of the last time Professor Phatak has discussed about the pillars of the lifestyle medicine, and today Dr. Morgan is going to discuss about the one of the pillar of lifestyle medicine in the form of yoga. Before we start the session, it's my privilege to introduce Dr. Dipti. She is currently associate professor of Department of Physiology, All India Institute of Medical Science, Bathinda. She has over 10 years of experience in teaching, research, and patient care. Her research interest is in the field of mind, body, and medicine, yoga based lifestyle intervention, YBLI. It's a new form, yoga based lifestyle intervention, and also in psychoneuroimmunology as well as neurophysiology. As principal investigator, Dr. Magan received extramural and intramural research projects from Department of Science of Technology, Government of India, and Indian Council of Medical Research, Government of India. She has lot of publication. She published in renowned scientific peer-reviewed national and international journals, as well as contributed to different books. Besides publications, she also has reviewed various indexed national and international journals. That shows her research potential and research performance. To quantify that, we have the Google Scholar matrices. Citation, she has a total citation of 363 with H index of 10, I-10 index of 10. In addition to these research performance, research publications, she is also involved in different editorship. She is working as assistant editor of the Journal of Physiology and Healthcare Medicine, JPHCM. She is also editorial member of the Journal of Clinical Research. A number of awards are also there in her credits. Professor A. Spintel Award 2021, Best Research Work in Physiology by the Association of Physiologists of India. Research work also published in Science Discoveries by the degrutter.com in 2019. First prize, she bagged first prize paper presentation by International Brain Research Organization Conference, Chandigarh in 2018. She has also had senior research fellowship from ICMR, New Delhi. So, with this short review of our bio sketch, I invite Dr. Dipti to initiate her session. Uh, I am adding your slides to stage, madam. Yes, I think it is visible to everyone. Madam, it is welcome again to the session, and the
Thank
stage
you.
is yours. We are
Thank you,
looking
sir.
forward a
Thank you.
fantastic session, madam.
Thank you, sir. I will try my best. A very good morning to all my respected seniors, juniors, and my dear colleagues. Firstly, I would like to thank Professor Manjendra Kaur Ma'am, Professor and Head Department of Physiology and Additional Principal at Gitanjali Medical College and Hospital. She is the President of Local Chapter of SOP, Rajasthan. Also thanks to Dr. Omlata Ma'am, Professor at Department of Physiology, AIIMS, Jodhpur, for giving me an opportunity to deliver a talk on this scientific platform on the topic Health Augmentation with Yoga, a holistic pillar of lifestyle medicine. This is the overview of my outline. Before I proceed, I would like to thank Professor Mrunal Pathakman, who has beautifully explained the concept of lifestyle medicine and and highlighted the three pillars of health, that is yoga, sleep, and nutrition. So I will be dealing with the yoga as a one of the pillar for the health augmentation.
Excuse me, madam.
Yes, sir.
Just one suggestion that if you can, that slide sharing beside that hide button is there. If you can hide it.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Oh,
Now it is okay,
yeah,
sir.
that's
Okay.
great, madam. Sorry to interrupt you, madam.
Thank. It's okay, sir. Thank you. Now, what is yoga? We all say that yoga is asanas, pranayama, kapal bharti, etc., etc. But the correct definition of yoga is a 24 hours journey towards self perfection. I'm repeating again. Yoga is a 24 hours journey towards self perfection. Now, the next question arises, how the self perfection can be achieved? This self perfection can be achieved with the balance between the Hatha Yoga and the Raj Yoga. So, to gain this harmony between the mind and body, with the help of 8 Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, and they are Yam, Niyam, Asanas, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, and Samadhi. The first two limbs, that is Yam and Niyam, they are very important pillars. Yam includes the ethical disciplines, that includes truthfulness, non harming nature, non greediness nature type of attitude. Niyam is the self observation to study self. Also, having to surrender to God. This type of attitude we should inculcate in our life in day to day activities because these two pillars are very essential for the health augmentation. And rest, asanas, pranayama, they are the parts of the Hatha Yoga and Raj Yoga. So, I'm highlighting the few yogic practices, yogic pranayama, that is Bhramri pranayama, Anulom Vilom, and Kapalbhati. These are the basic pranayama we use to adapt in our daily activities. Pranayama is the practice of breath control. We should practice at least 5 minutes 3 times a day to experience the effective results. Then comes to the yogic asanas. Different type of yogic asanas are there. Gomukhasana, Mandukasana, Vakrasana, Sthana. The very important is the Surya Namaskar because it includes the 12 steps of asanas. This Surya Namaskar that activates the endocrine system and the chakras to increase the vital life energy, which help in building the strength and flexibility. Then comes to the yogic meditation. During the initial stages of meditation, the turbulent thoughts appear in our mind. pratyahara, with the help of the sensory withdrawal, our thoughts become streamlined. From that streamlined thoughts, we have to focus on one thought, that is dharana. And from one thought, we have to indulge with non-analytical thinking so that to achieve the perfection. So these days, the best meditation or easiest way of doing meditation is the chanting Om for at least 5 to 10 minutes a day, because these days meditation is considered as the food for our mind. Very important, is considered as a food for our mind. The scientific definition of meditation includes in which the individual eliminates environmental stimuli from awareness to avoid interference in the attention process and producing a state of relaxation. On this, Professor R.L. Bijlani sir has quoted that all meditation techniques have some basic features in common. What is still more interesting is that the product of meditation is remarkably independent of the technique used. And the product of a meditation is an experience which belongs to a plane of consciousness, quite different from the ordinary. So, what are those basic features? The basic features includes the sensory attenuation, minimum efferent output, and targeted non-analytical thinking. Our role as a scientist or a researcher is to prove it scientifically to measure the depth of meditation. Now, EEG is a reliable marker to know or to affirm the meditation. So these are the few EEG graphical representation I'm showing of a long-term meditator. At baseline, we can see that when photic stimulation is given, alpha blockage was observed. And during the depth of meditation, when the alpha photic stimulation was given, alpha blockage was not observed. So this affirms that the subject was doing meditation. Then comes the role of yoga in health and disease. A very renowned yoga instructor, Kelly Morris, has quoted that yoga is not a quick fix for health, but it holds surprises for those who are willing to make the effort. Very important, who are willing to make the effort. And various researches have been conducted to show the physiological benefits of yoga. Now, after seeing the benefits, today the healthcare professionals have also accepted that yoga is safe, non-pharmacological therapy, and an effective lifestyle adjunct to reduce the drug dosage and improve the quality of patients. In our medical setup, yoga therapists are also working with the medical doctors in managing the patient's medical treatment. So, collaboration is a key word that I will discuss in my coming slides. On this concept, Plato, a Greek philosopher, has quoted that treatment of the part should not be attempted without a treatment of the entirety. The treatment of the body without treating the mind and soul is a useless waste of time. So, mind and body should be healed simultaneously to gain the better health outcome. Now, after having a discussion, what is the physiology behind yoga? How does the yoga actually work? So, basic physiological mechanism is the shifting the balance towards the relaxation response that helps in the rehabilitation and manifests the healing from within. But the second most important is the integrated approach, which is known as psychoneuroimmunology, which was coined by the Dr. Robert Eder, who thinks that there's a link between what we think, our health, and our ability to heal ourselves. And meditation is one of the important tools of PNI, and this has been well documented in the recent publication. I am showing the one figure with showing the integrated based mechanism of long-term and regular practice of meditation. This figure is showing that how the different neural signatures are activated or they are working in a cyclic pattern to affect the psychology and immunology of a patient for the better health outcome. From this integrated mechanism, a beautiful hypothesis has been generated. Hypothesis is the right Broca area was found to be hyperactive in the long-term meditation practitioner. As we know that the Broca areas are conventionally located in the categorical hemisphere of the brain and responsible for the integrating the linguistic and non-linguistic processing. So, whether this right Broca hyperactive region found to be beneficial for the speech and language disorder patients, the study is going. Let's see what the observation we get. Yoga has also shown the promising results on the genomic approach. Yoga has also shown the positive effect in modulating the cellular aging markers for telomere length and telomerase activity. Also help in modulating the genetic expression and DNA methylation for various inflammatory markers. Few studies have been highlighted here, which have been conducted in the Department of Physiology, AIIMS, Delhi, under the supervision of Professor Rajkumar Yadav sir. And other research is also going in relation to pain and yoga. Let's see what the observation we get. So in future, this field will be studied as the psychoneuroimmunogenomic approach. So this is an upcoming field and research is still going in this approach. So this is showing the evidence-based yoga research in an integrated approach for the health augmentation. And very importantly, to date, more than 8,000 of research publications are available for the yoga therapy and all are PubMed indexed. These all research papers are for the health augmentation. Now, next question comes to in our mind that after having the positive results of yoga, where does the yoga stands in today's scenario? Yoga stands or fit in an integrative approach in the form of medical yoga therapy. Our ancestors have gifted us a beautiful, cost-effective, non-pharmacological therapy to us, and we have also shown the well-documented the positive result of yoga therapy. But the integrated physician, now they are collaborating with this non-pharmacological therapy for the health augmentation. Initial days, yoga was treated as an alternative and complementary therapy. But today, yoga is a part of an integrative medicine and it has been well documented that will be coming in future slide. So what is the basis of this integrative medicine? To study the concept of integrative medicine, two models have been generated. First model is the cafeteria approach model, in which the patient has given three options or three choices. One option is to go with the yoga instructor, second is for the biomedicine expert, and third is your Ayurvedic expert. At last, the patient got confused that which treatment is beneficial for his or her. Later stages, an integrative model has been approached, in which competitive or expert integrative physician is there, having a knowledge of all the aspect of yoga, biomedicine, and Ayurvedic, can give the right guidance to the patient for their better health outcome. So these days, integrative model is the accepted one. Now to understand the basic of the integrative approach is totally depend upon the salutogenetic effect. What is salutogenesis? Saluto means health. Genesis means the origin. It is the study of factors that support the health rather than cause of the disease. This term was coined by the Aaron Antonovsky, a medical sociologist, who has tried to make us explain at how someone can move towards the greater health. A beautiful example he has given us to explain how we can move towards the salutogenesis. For example, this is a horizontal line. On one limb, there is a negative health or total absence of health. On the other hand, there is a total health or greater health. And we all exist in this horizontal line. When we encounter the stress, we get in a we go in a state of tension. After that, we have only two paths or two options. In one option, some don't overcome this tension, go in the direction of this negative health. This is the pathogenesis. And some, they overcome this tension and go in the direction of the total health condition. So the salutogenesis is the main concept is to move the person towards the total health direction. Now the international associations of yoga therapists are also collaborating with the Indian associations for the better health augmentation. So these are the books which showing the integrative yoga as a medicine for the better health augmentation. So these are the few paper clips in which all the medical institutions or schools they have collaborated with the non-pharmacological therapy for the better health augmentation. Very importantly, now the government has also collaborated with this health augmentation process with the help of yoga. The first step was taken by our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi ji, who proposed 21st June as an International Yoga Day. In his speech at United Nations General Assembly in 2014, he stated that yoga is an invaluable gift for us. It's a holistic approach and is a mode of changing our lifestyle and creating the consciousness. So, how we can change our lifestyle and creating consciousness? For this, the government has launched the fitness protocols and guidelines for this in the form of Fit India movement in 2019. The main aim is to make fitness an integral part of our daily life because body is the foremost medium to perform duties, and through the body we can perform all the activities. The special features of this fitness protocol is it provides no cost fitness. Very importantly, the traditional games and practices are also involved and cover all the age groups, which is endorsed by the Government of India and WHO. Next step is the main use of the fitness protocols and guidelines was best observed during the time of COVID-19 pandemic, in which has affected the physiology of the body adversely and has made the quality of life very poor with significant increase in morbidity and mortality. Now, next question is, in that time, was it possible to treat the pandemic related toxicity without medication? So, what will be the answer? The answer was yes. But how? With the help of yoga. Because the power and relevance of yoga was seen during the time of this health crisis. But was it possible during the time of pandemic? Because distance was the main barrier. Yes. But how? With the help of the information technology. And this use of IT in physiology is now considered as a skill that I will explain in future slide. So fitness protocols and guidelines, and the government has launched the mobile application where you can enjoy the software to know us our health status. So this preparation of this fitness protocols and guidelines was done with the expert committee, and Professor KK Deepak sir is the chairman of the expert committee member for the development of the fitness protocols. So this is the software. It was launched in 2020 with the aim of goals for the active lifestyle. And various fitness assessment tests was there for all the age group that include your body composition, flexibility, muscle strength, cardiovascular endurance, your balance and muscular strength, and many more. So yoga protocols were also prepared for the different age group. First was 18 to 35 years, in which different yogic practices were included, and how many rounds and duration we have to devote to each asanas or pranayama that has been mentioned beautifully in this protocol. Next, with the age of 35 to 50 years, again this protocol is made with slight modification in the yogic asanas and pranayama with different time duration. Now, the yoga protocol for 50 to 65 years, again, the protocol has been slightly different according to the feasibility with the age, and duration and rounds are also being modulated. The very important, we can see that all the protocols, the time duration is same, that is 15 minutes. Means at least 15 minutes we have to devote ourselves for our health augmentation. So before going to any non-pharmacological therapy, that is yoga, the guidelines and safety considerations we should follow before practice. The yoga mat we should prefer that should be non-slippery. The cleanliness of the surrounding should be there. And during the practice, the yoga practice should be performed slowly and in a very relaxed manner. After practice, we should take a bath after 20 to 30 minutes of yoga practice, and food should also be taken after 20 to 30 minutes. So the use of IT in physiology is a skill because Fit India app was launched in 2021. The main aim was of launching this app so that every student and staff in a school or any medical colleges and their families to be physically fit. But what is our role in this? Our role is to execute this Fit India mobile app as a personal trainer cum fitness guide. The special features of this Fit India app is the activity tracker feature in which anyone can keep their daily activity records. It is very defined and very customized. Physical group fitness monitoring is also there. And very importantly, participation in Fit India events are also mentioned in this software. So this is the special features I am showing here, the Fit India app. This is the screenshot I have taken from this app, in which all the health status record you will get in the form of scores and how much physically fit you are, how much sleep you have taken, how much of water you have consumed, etc., etc. So this will act as your health kundli, as we all go to the astrologer for a life kundli, for the life prediction. So this software will act as our health kundli, and we should take the advantage of this app. Again, these are the features that also include the different types of exercises, and we can assess or experience our fitness score. This is the mobile application which was launched by the WHO, showing the various learning modules of different type of yogic asanas, pranayama, and learning sessions are also there. How we have to perform these asanas, this physical activity, each and everything is mentioned in detail. And very importantly, all these health records are well documented. Recently, in 2024, the government has launched the Common Yoga Protocol book in the Braille script, which will help the visually impaired children to practice yoga in a very feasible manner. And also launched the Professor Ayushman comic for yoga that helping the children to learn and practice yoga with interest and entertainment. A very interesting, the Indian Space Research Organization has initiated a very unique initiation, that is Yoga for Space, for all the scientists and officials of ISRO to perform yoga together as per the Common Yoga Protocol. And the leading supervisor, Professor K.K. Deepak sir, is behind this Yoga for Space and has received various patents in this regard. Then, Yoga Tech Challenge has also been launched to develop the yoga related tools and their accessory products. Very importantly, the yoga with family video contestants are also been launched so that to increase the joy of yoga and reinforcement family bonds. This is very important and very demanding these days. Now, what will the future prospect? Future prospect is that WHO has a global action plan by 2030 to make more active people for a healthier world. For this, we need to create the scientific evidence to convince people. So, what is our social responsibility? Our social responsibility is to create more academic bodies, societies, to create the public outreach program so that we can overcome the key challenges which we faced during the COVID-19 pandemic and for future such condition for the better health outcome. If you are a physician, your duty is double folded. Your duty is not only to treat the disease, but to make the patient fit for future. For this, we need more research and database with more scientific based conceptual ideas, application that can be developed in the future. So, yoga is skill in action by motivating self and others for the better health outcome. Yoga is skill in action. One formula I have created that will be documented soon. For those people who say I have मेरे पास तो 5 मिनट का भी टाइम नहीं है कुछ भी करने का, not to devote on ourselves. So for those people, I have created this 3 square formula. 3 square formula means 3 minutes into 3 times a day. What is the concept behind 3 minutes? First minute is for self-analysis. Second minute is with connect with the universe or with God. Third minute, create harmony with others. While doing the pranayama or any type of yogic asanas, we should consider these 3 steps for the better health outcome. At last, I would like to say that the attitude of gratitude is the highest form of yoga because gratitude is a vitamin for the soul and vitamin is very essential for our body because gratitude changes everything in our life. So these are the few recent publications. Thank you. And at last, I would like to thank Professor G.K. Paul, sir, who has created this SOP scientific platform for sharing our research, recent updates, and also to Dr. Manjinder Kaur ma'am and Dr. Omlata ma'am and other associated team, Dr. Prasoon Priya sir, Dr. Niloy sir, for creating this platform. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. It's a great session we had and we witnessed. Thank you very much. And
Can I stop sharing
madam,
this?
yeah, please, madam, you can now stop sharing your slides. So, really, it's a wonderful session we had, and we had quite a good number of audience here. If anyone is
Thank you,
having
sir. Thank you.
any question, anything anyone would like to uh, have any question, they can put those questions in the comments on YouTube, and we will request madam to take those answers, those things. Uh, we have a comment here, madam. Dr. Savita
Yes,
Jograj,
sir.
uh, she has mentioned that it is wonderfully presented by dear Dr. Dipti, and as always, crisp
Sir, I
introduction
can't
by
see
myself.
the question, sir. Sir, I can't. Okay, okay, okay. I got this.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, madam. Thank you, Savita, madam. And it's not a question. I think it's a thank you. Thank you for the from the
Thank
team.
you, sir. Thank you.
And then we have Dr. Niyoti Mehta, madam. Very nice and informative. Okay. There is a question from Dr. Niyoti. Can patients with psychiatric like bipolar or schizophrenia can do this? What will be your comments in this, madam?
Sir, integrated research is still is going on this topic of schizophrenia and bipolar disorder, and we are waiting for the results. After then only I can comment on this. But still, the we have seen the positive response in this area.
Madam has suggested, Dr. Niyati has suggested that it is advised by the psychiatrist not to perform meditation. Why?
Sir, it depends on the severity of the condition of the patient. So I think psychiatrists can reply much better in this condition.
In this context, I am not expert or I'm not much aware about, but what I feel like already there are some neural stress is there with the psychiatric problem, with the problems. There are already some neural stress, and whatever meditation we do, in that meditation it is actually a stress test. It's a increase your tolerance by putting a little dose of stress. It's a self creating exercise type of stress, so that maybe may not be good for the already having stress people. That could be one reason. However, as you have mentioned, that psychiatrist might be a better person to advise regarding this. And Dr. Bandana has commented that it's excellent presentation, Dr. Dipti.
Thank you,
And
ma'am. Thank you,
mm,
sir.
uh, Dr. Niyati also thanked us. Any other comments? Anybody would like to comment or any question to for Dr. Dipti? As such, no more question, I believe. Anyway, thank you, madam. However, I would like
Thank you, sir. Thank
to
you.
request Dr. Niloy to join and put the official vote of thanks, propose the official vote of thanks.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. And first
Thank you,
of
sir.
all, to Dipti madam, it was very sharp, very informative, and yet it was very inspiring session by you, ma'am.
Thank you,
And
sir. Thank
after,
you.
yes, after obviously thanking the Almighty for this such kind of activities, I would first like to be a little bit philosopher and say, I would say thank to this field of physiology, which has brought us all together on such platforms. And for creating such platforms, I would like to initially thank the National Association creating such kind of activities, and Dr. Manjinder ma'am for having this state branch of the Association of Physiologists of India, and who continuously inspires us all to have such very good activities, informative and inspiring, very exciting activities. And I hope Madam has so many more activities in her mind. So thank you, ma'am. Dr.
Thank
Prashun
you.
Priya sir, Dr. Dipti ma'am, everyone has also led this session very well. Without them, this would not have been possible and such smoothly. And obviously, the participants, without them, there is no meaning of any activities, there is no meaning of any sessions. So, for such good active participation, I would like all the participants, I would thank them. And I think there is no, I think, sir, there is one more question from Dr. Niyati,
Yeah,
if we can.
there are questions. So, sorry, madam. Again, we would like to bother you with these
Yes, sir.
questions from Dr. Savita, madam, Dr. Savita Jogiraj, that she asked about to sharing your formula. I think you have already shared the formula 3 square, 3 minutes for 3 times a day.
Yes,
See,
sir.
madam,
Yes,
I
sir.
am a very good student. I learned it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
No, it's really good, really good. And I think Dr. Jograj also will be happy to know that 3 square formula was
Yes, sir.
nice.
I'm
I mean,
presenting again, sir. I'm presenting again, sir.
yes. I think we'll. Yeah. 1 minute, first minute for self, second minute for universe, and third minute is for others. Fantastic one. Fantastic one.
Thank
So
you, sir. Thank you, sir.
thank you, madam. And we'll go back
Thank you,
to
sir.
our yes. Go back to our original one. Anyway, in addition, Dr. Niyoti has asked about if someone can focus in meditation, what to do, and should they try again and again?
Ma'am, first of all, the same thing has happened with me also, but practice make a man perfect. Use this formula in the initial stages and you will definitely achieve this.
So, Dr. Niyoti, I think you got your answer nicely mentioned. So, perfection, to come to perfection, we need to practice again and again. That's what I think Dr. Dipti is also suggesting. And there are comments from Dr. Usha. Thank you, very madam, for informative session.
Thank you,
Then
ma'am.
Mahen Saini, very nice and informative session. Dr. Vinodini Varde. Then yes, Dr. Savita has asked you to explain it again, madam.
So, which about formula?
Yeah, formula. I think you have already explained it with the slide, and she had already thanked you also. And Dr. Manish Parihar has mentioned that nice webinar. Dr. Niyoti has thanked Niyoti Mehta, yes sir. And then yeah, message from the president of the society branch. Very well explained,
Thank you,
Dr.
ma'am.
Dipti.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, ma'am.
So
And thanks
thank
to
you,
all
madam.
participants. Yes, sir. Thank you,
Yes,
sir. Thank you,
yeah,
sir.
it's a very fantastic one. We had a very good participation, and I hope all of us we have enjoyed. Thank you very much, madam. I'm bringing in Dr.
Thank you,
Nilay
sir.
also,
Thank you once again, sir.
and
Thank you, sir.
thank you. I think Dr. Nilay has already proposed the vote of thanks, and I would like to announce here that our next session will be on 31st August, Saturday. last Saturday. It will be on exercise, and it will be taken by the convener of our uh, society scientific committee, Professor Omlata Bhagat. She will be taking the session. So hope we will see you again in the next session. Thank you very much. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I am putting you backstage, madam.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Uh, Dr. Nilay.
Yes,
So
sir.
that's the end, I believe. And yes, certificates and feedbacks. Yes, Dr. Manjinder madam has given, it's reminded me. I am sharing the feedback form now, and certificates will be issued those who have registered. Uh, Within few minutes, the feedback form will be shared in their registered email IDs, and then I think within a day it should be completed. By today, it should be feedback should be completed, and we will be issuing certificates those who have registered and given feedback. Thank you very much, and
Thank you very much, sir. And I think we shall
you
put
can
the webinar, sir.
session
Thanks
end.
again.
Yes.
Thanks to all the participants once again.